Prepare for our world to change. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. And I'm not talking in a good way. There's a lot of things. People feel it. There's change a-coming. Increased measures carried over from last year. We know what those are. It happened then. People complied. So why not again? Hey, it's your choice. I believe that God gave you free will. So it's your choice whether you want to comply or not. But just think about this for a second. What's your belief structure? What are your core values? What do you hold near and dear to your heart? What's important to you? Are you willing to stand up for what you believe in? Are you willing to stand up for what's right? You got to think about these things. What price are you willing to pay to stand up, to not comply? It can be very costly. A lot of people throughout history have found that out. A lot of people are still finding that out. Our founding fathers, they suffered greatly. I'm not saying they're angels. A lot of them gave their fortunes, their families, their lives. But sometimes great sacrifice is in order for the common good, for the good of mankind, for the good of your country, for the good of having a good, moral, ethical society. So prepare for our world to change. This is one reason why I talk a lot about homesteady type things. Like that word, homesteady? Yeah. Being able to grow your own food, raise your own animals. Very important to be as self-sufficient as possible in these changing times. There may come a time, depending on where you stand, how far you're willing to take it, that you may not be able to go to the store and buy food. You may not be able to go to the hospital and receive medical care. So think about these things. Where do you stand? How far are you willing to go? And how are you going to deal with the consequences? Be they good or bad. Everything we do in life has consequences. Some are bad, negative consequences. Some are positive consequences. And they're good for us. Great. But everything has consequences. Just make the best decision for you, your family, your community, your nation, and try to stand by your values. Because times are changing. The weak men are creating and have created tough times. The cycle of civilization says that strong men, strong people, you can use the term, I don't care, it's not about men, women, children, old, I don't care, black, white, Christian, whatever. It's about good people. Good people, tough people, strong people are going to need to stand up to create good times again. How are we going to do that? Well, there's a lot of different ways. I'm not talking about, grab your stuff, let's go. No. Hopefully it'll never come to that. But if you are prepared with food storage, which is, like I always say, that's your emergency fund, and the ability to replenish it, hunting, fishing, trapping, snaring, foraging, raising your own animals, growing your own vegetables, fruits, stuff like that, and people around you are doing the same thing, good to go. Now, you got to remember also, okay, here in the United States, I heard a buddy of mine was talking the other day, texting, he says, he's like, hey, I think this one country may be the place to go because, just what they stand for. Anyway, I'm not going to go into details. And somebody else made a good point, very good point. They said, okay, with so much, US dollars, you could live like a king over there. Well, you know what? Another buddy of mine pointed out, we live like kings here. We do. We've had really good times. We are very, very blessed. Remember that. All the stuff we have that make our lives easier, all the comfort items, we are very blessed. Get ready for that change, though. Get ready, as Americans especially, to do with less, to suffer, to not have all these comfort items that we've been blessed with. And if it doesn't happen, which I don't think that's the case, but if it doesn't happen, so what? You're ready for that. You're prepared for that. If it does happen, great. You're better off. As long as you enjoy the process. That's why I always talk about also making prepping fun. If you make it fun and you enjoy the process, then who cares if you never have to use that stuff? But odds are, I guarantee odds are that you will. Whether it's a small personal SHTF event, whether it's a localized SHTF event, stuff hitting the fan, things going bad, whether it's a national or a worldwide one. There's everything, runs the gamut between, you losing your job to a hurricane, tornado, to World War III. I mean, there's a full gamut. Societal collapse, economic collapse. There are big events, small events. The more prepared we are, the more able we are to weather the storm, whatever it may be that comes our way. But if you guys have felt it, if you're in touch and in tune with things going on around you, you can feel it. Times are changing. Things are going to change. I have a feeling drastically. I hope not. But why not be ready for it? Think about all the things that you can possibly do to have yourself more self-sufficient. And enjoy that peace of mind that it gives you, not being reliant on somebody else to help you out. You're able to produce your own food. Great. You don't have to rely on the grocery store. Now, are you going to be able to do that 100%? Maybe, maybe not. But at least you can supplement it. Instead of all the, cows, chickens, whatever, raised in a tiny little cage, stuff like that, with all the stress in their lives, all that stuff. I've seen all the videos, all the horrible ways they treat them and stuff like that, and I'm not on a kick of animal rights and stuff like that. Although I do like animals. I love animals. I do believe that God put them here for our food, some of them. However, wouldn't you prefer chickens that are running around your yard being happy versus ones grazed in a little pen or in a big, huge chicken house? I would. I know that everything I'll pull out of my garden, there's no chemicals on any of it. I know, because I eat it all the time, that the stuff coming out of my garden tastes way better than anything I've had at the store. Way better. My green beans are so sweet, it's almost, not literally like eating candy, but I'll tell you what, and my tomatoes, oh my gosh, peas that are sweet, potatoes are so good, the corn was amazing. Even some of the stuff, some of it was field corn, and it was still sweet. Yeah. So enjoy the process, but be ready. Be aware of how things are changing around us, and do your best to prepare in any way you possibly can for the changes, whatever they may be. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's always a lot of stuff going on. People will say, oh yeah, everybody said there was, everything was changing, the end of the world was going to happen 20 years ago. I get it. But people that prepared, they lived that entire 20 years with that peace of mind, knowing that they're ready. So even if it doesn't happen, you can sit back and relax. Well, actually, you need to keep moving forward, working hard, getting outside your comfort zone, stuff like that. But you can have that peace of mind at least that if stuff does happen, you'll be ready for it. And like I said, odds are it will. But anyway, without beating a dead horse, going on and on, blah, 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 blah. First off, if you like the channel, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please comment and share the videos. Check out the links in the description. There's a bunch of good stuff in there. Preparewithap.com, 25% off of My Patriot Supply. Long-term food storage, great. We use it. We eat it. Good stuff. Recommend it. Olight discount code if you like Olight. Personally, I haven't had any problems with them yet so far. Their Amazon affiliate store, I don't really, how I feel about Amazon, but yeah, it is what it is. If you can use them to help you be more prepared, then maybe it's worth it. Patreon links in there also. We talk about all the security, defensive stuff, and a bunch of other topics there. $1 a month, well worth it. Hundreds and hundreds of videos. But anyway, just do it. Be more prepared tomorrow than you are today. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.